Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, I wanted to do another swapping screen time again because I was noticing last week that well, the week before already, but I have been going onto TikTok more and more, which is not something that I want in my life because first of all, it is not good for your mental health. In the time that you are resting, you shouldn't really go mindlessly on TikTok or watch TV because that doesn't give you the rest and relaxation that you need. Reading is a way better way to recharge, at least for me. So I want to switch it up back to reading and not scroll on TikTok as much because it's not good for you. Secondly, there's a lot that I want to read, and if I spend hours upon hours on TikTok, I cannot read as much as I want to. We're already halfway through February again. I've only read one book. Um, that's not as many books as I want to read. There are way more books that I want to read this month. So it's going to give me more time reading and so more books read at the end of the month, hopefully. And I am currently reading a very thick book with very tiny letters. So I want to make sure that I spend enough time with it so that I can finish it. And the book that I'm talking about is The Wise Man's Fear by Patrick Rothfuss. This is the book that I'm going to be reading this week, and I do not think that I am going to finish it. I do not think that there are going to be any other books this week. So I am already about halfway through. I am on page 425, chapter 63. So let's see how much we can read this week. Here you go. It's very tiny letters. It has almost 1,000 pages, so thick. So let's get into this week. I'm only doing Monday through Friday. I have a lot of other stuff to do. I started school again, and I have this introduction week this week. So Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, I have to go to school, which is about a 45 minutes drive from where I live as well. So don't have that much time. So I got to be really conscious of my time and make sure that I have enough time to relax and read. So let's get into it. Let's get into this video and read for swap screen time. I'm only doing the TikTok screen time, by the way. I'm not doing all of my screen time. I'm only doing the TikTok screen time. And so I'm switching up TikTok for reading. I want to read more, TikTok less. So I hope you enjoy this video. Let's get into it. Hey guys, it's Monday today. It is already 8 o'clock at night. And today I had a lot of things to do. Well, I had school. So I had to go to school from, it started at 10:30, so I had to leave home at 9:30. So, I didn't have much time this morning to read, and then I got home at around, I think it was 4:30 when I got home. So I didn't read anything yet today. But like I said, it's 8 o'clock, so I have plenty of time. Last week on Monday, I spent 2 hours and 22 minutes on TikTok. That's a lot. So I'm going to spend 2 hours and 22 minutes reading right now. I'm going to do it in bed because I just like doing that the most. I am unwinding from a long day, meeting lots of new people today. So, that's tiring for me. I am as introverted as they come. So, anyway, I got myself a cup of tea, sleepy time tea with the bear on it. Very nice cup of tea. I got myself a little chocolate bar, white chocolate for me, and I'm going to wash my face, put on pajamas, and read for 2 hours and 22 minutes. And I am on The Wise Man's Fear by Patrick Rothfuss. I am already like halfway through this. I'm on page 443. Yes, 443, which is chapter 65, sorry, 65. And so far I'm really enjoying this. So I think 2 hours and 22 minutes of reading this will be fine. I read for a few hours in bed yesterday as well. I came out of a little bit of a tiny reading slump. I haven't read for like 5 days, which is out of character for me. I usually read every day, so and in January I read almost every day, so I missed 3 days and they weren't consecutive. So 5 days in a row of not reading is not normal for me. I'm glad yesterday I got back into this one and I kept reading for hours. So it's going to be fine. I'm going to be able to read for hours today as well. So 2 hours and 22 minutes. Let's do it. An hour and a half to go. Hi guys, it is the next day, and yesterday I finished reading at around, I don't know what time it was, but I finished reading and then I went to bed. I went to sleep. I was already in bed, but I am now on page 487, which means that I didn't read much. I am already a slow reader, and this book, letters on the page are tiny, tiny. So I started at page 443. I'm now at 487. So I only read 44 pages yesterday, even though I was reading for about 2 hours and 20 minutes. So that's ridiculous. That's how slow I read. But anyway, I am on page 487 right now. Today I went to school again. We only had a morning program today, so I was home at around 1:45, something like that. I had lunch, went on a long walk with my dog, and right now I'm back home. It is 3:30. Yeah, so I got home at 1:45, not 1:45. Anyway, I have about 2 hours before my husband returns from his job. I want to use that time today to read because tonight I have a meeting, which I don't know how long that will take, but probably don't have much time to read tonight. But last week on Tuesday, I say only, but it is a lot of time. I spent an hour and 40 minutes on TikTok. So today I'm going to read for an hour and 40 minutes. 2 hours should definitely be enough for that, right? I got myself a cup of tea. I got myself cozy in my bed. I don't know, I feel like there's less distraction and it's easier to read. Also, it's more comfortable and cozy in the bedroom. So that's why I'm in my bedroom right now, even though it's the middle of the day, but I'm going to read for an hour and 40 minutes right now. And I'm really enjoying this book for sure. So let's read. An hour and 40 minutes on the clock, and we're going to read. Good evening. It is, what time is it actually? It is 9:30 and I read for about an hour and then I got tired and just watched some TikToks, which is the opposite of today's video's goal. Like the goal is to not go on TikTok, right? So failed. Anyway, I still have 40 minutes left to read today. I just got back home. It's 9:30. I'm going to wash my face, get cozy in bed, and read for another 40 minutes. I will definitely be able to do that. I'm on page 504. So yeah, let's just read again. Hey guys, it is Wednesday and today I don't have to read that much. I only went on TikTok for 16 minutes on Wednesday last week. So I only have to read for 16 minutes, which I'm just going to read before I go to bed. I'm just going to read in bed before I go to sleep. And look, I got my spring bedding back on the bed, so I'm really excited about that. That's not a thing to get excited about, but I don't know. I just really enjoy pretty things, and this is a really pretty bedding. So, anyway, I'm going to read for 16 minutes, and tomorrow is going to be, I believe, somewhere around 4 hours and 30 minutes. So, that's going to be hard because I also have stuff to do tomorrow, and today I did have stuff to do, but not, I didn't have any engagements or appointments or anything like that. I just had the day to myself. It would have been better if today was the day that I had to read for 4 hours, but today is 60 minutes. So I will see you tomorrow for the very long day of reading. Good morning, you guys. It is Thursday. Yesterday night, I read about, I don't know, I didn't really keep track. I read about 30 minutes to an hour because, I only had to read for 16 minutes and that just wasn't enough. So I made it to page 551 yesterday, which is chapter 83. I was at page 523 the day before. So I guess I read about an hour, otherwise I wouldn't have read that many pages from this book. But today is last week on Thursday I spent 4 hours and 32 minutes on TikTok, which is insane. That's insane. That's not. Now, in my defense, I did, I think, edit a video on there as well, but that did not take 4 hours. That did not take 3 hours. That probably took only about an hour. So it's a ridiculous amount of time to spend on TikTok, in my opinion. And it's not good for your mental health, is it? So, anyway, I am here barefaced and in my pajamas today because I have to spend 4 hours and 32 minutes reading today. It is already 10 to 10. So I just got out of bed. Today I have to go to school. I have to leave at around 1 o'clock. And I'll probably be back at around 5. So the whole entire afternoon I cannot read. So to get a head start, instead of going and watching YouTube videos with my morning tea, I will be reading. We are making some progress in this book. I think we started the week somewhere here. So we read, I don't know. It's a thick book with tiny letters and I'm a very slow reader. So progress is there. Ooh, but it's not big. Anyway, I'm going to read right now for about, I don't know, half an hour, something like that. And then I'm going to have to get ready, shower, get dressed, do my makeup. I think today the audiobook is really going to help me get to 4.5 hours of reading. Hey guys, it is about 9. I read for like half an hour this morning, and then I listened to the audiobook while I was getting ready. And then on my way back from school to home, which is about a 45-minute drive, I listened to the audiobook as well. So right now there is 3 hours and 15 minutes left on the clock. It is, like I said, about 9. Yeah, it's already 9:30, so I'm going to read for as long as I can tonight and do the old shoveling the time around. So any time that's left on the timer today, after I am done reading, I'm going to try and read for at least 2 hours, but we will see. I'm going to add on to the time of tomorrow. So let's get cozy in the bed and read right now. Hi guys, it is Friday now, and today I have been listening to. So, yesterday night I was reading for about 2 hours. This morning when I woke up, there was 1 hour and 30 13 minutes left on my timer for yesterday. And today I listened to the audiobook while I got ready for the day and while I did some laundry and stuff around the house. So there is 29 minutes left from yesterday's timer. So last week on Friday I spent 2 hours and 8 minutes on TikTok. So today we still have 2 hours and 27 minutes. Yes. 2 hours and 20 no, 2 hours and 37 minutes left to read, and I am still reading. Where is it? I am still reading The Wise Man's Fear, and I really, really enjoyed this book. I really love this book, but it's very hard to explain this book because it's just that good, and there is no explanation that I could give that would do this book justice. In all honesty, I cannot explain to you how good this book is. It is the second in the King Killer Chronicles series, the first one being The Name of the Wind. I really, really enjoyed that one as well. That's also too good for me to explain, but I feel like this is even better than the first one. So let me tell you about The Name of the Wind. The Name of the Wind is, and this one as well, it is about a man, quote, who is in the current time. He's in his 30s, I guess. He lives in a small town. He owns the inn in this small town, and he keeps a secret, which is his real identity, because he is the legendary Quoth. So he doesn't call himself, he calls himself Quoth in this small town, but he is the legendary Quoth, a person songs are written about, songs are sung about him, people tell stories about him all the time, and he just kind of tried to disappear into this inn. But one day a scribe comes along, a very famous storytelling, story gathering scribe, who wants to write down his story, and Quoth agrees, and in 3 days he's going to tell his story. So The Name of the Wind is the first day of him telling the story of his life, and it starts with his childhood, where he grew up, who his family were, and then he has his teenage years, early teenage years in a city, and then after that, late teenage years, he's going to the University of Magic. That's a very renowned university where he, in this world where he lives. This one is day 2 of him telling his story, and he is at the university when it starts. And it's just so well written, and it is such a beautiful story. And I am about 2/3 into the book right now. I'm a little bit further along because, like I said, I listened to the audiobook this morning. I am somewhere around chapter 98, which is on page 645. So as you can see, this is a thick, thick book with also the letters are tiny, which I already mentioned a lot of times today or in this video, because it's like I don't read anything. It's like I read for 2 hours and I only get 40 pages along, which is insane. I am a very slow reader, so that's not a, it's not something that is surprising to me, but also it is, because 40 pages in 2 hours, 20 pages in an hour, that's not okay. Like I said, I have about 2.5 hours to read today. I'm going to read now for, I think, half an hour, and then I am going to dinner with my parents and my brother and sister and my husband. So when I get back home, I will get back into reading again and finish the last 2-ish hours that I need to read today. And obviously, like I said, I read about 40 pages in 2 hours, so I'm not going to be able to finish this book today or in this video, because today is the last day that I do this challenge. But I did get on quite some bits, so that's good. Hi guys, it is nighttime. We just got back from our dinner. It is almost 10 o'clock. I'm just preparing tea right now. and there is still 2 hours and 10 minutes on the clock. So I am going to read for that entire time up in my bed again. I feel like this whole week has just been me reading in bed and nothing else. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do again today because that's just how I like to read. I am really enjoying it still. I'm on chapter 100. It's somewhere around the 650 page mark. So making some progress. Hopefully, I can hit page 700 before the end of the today. And I will update you tomorrow on how it went. Hey guys, I just wanted to come on here real quick and share with you the final update of this video. I read for about another hour on Friday night. I was pretty tired, so then I went to sleep. And the last hour I read on Sunday, and I made it to page 702. Yes, 702, which is chapter 108. So that means I started at page 443, I believe. So 5, 6, 7. That's about 250 pages that I read of this particular book in the week by just swapping my TikTok screen time. And I checked my screen time for TikTok for this week, and turns out, I don't believe it. I think my phone is making a mistake, but I guess it is true. Turns out I haven't spent any time on TikTok over the week. I don't believe it. I feel like I did. I feel like I definitely did go on TikTok several times during the week. It did say I had like 3 hours of TikTok time on Sunday. So maybe I'm wrong, maybe my phone's wrong. I don't know if my phone could be wrong, but it says that I didn't go on TikTok. So that's a success. And that's it. I think there is nothing more for me to say on this topic. So let's go into the outro now. So that was it for today's video. I do think that these types of videos are very good for me because I spend more time reading and less time on TikTok. And that way I read more, I get through more of my reading goals, but also it is way better for my mental health. I am way more relaxed. I feel way more relaxed and less anxious. And it sounds so dramatic to be like scrolling TikTok makes your mental health less good, makes you less. It makes me more anxious, which is weird because it's not like scrolling TikTok makes me anxious because of the stuff that is on TikTok. It's just that I don't relax as much as I should, and I don't spend time with myself. I don't know how to explain it. I'm not a psychologist, unfortunately. So, but I do really, really see a difference. The last week I was very anxious, and this week it's now Friday. I feel fine. I feel relaxed. I feel good. So I should really be more conscientious. Is that the right word? Conscientious. I cannot even. Conscientious. I should be more conscious of my time and how I spend it, and I should definitely be reading more and TikToking less. So I hope this inspired you to stop scrolling TikTok or watching YouTube and pick up your book because it will give you so much more fulfillment, so much more enjoyment, so much more relaxation. So pick up your book. Close YouTube, close TikTok, and pick up your book and read because it's going to give you just so much more. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Like this video if you liked it and comment down below what are you currently reading and how much is your TikTok screen time. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.